Good to Great, a documentary by Laura Williams. From Jim Collins' book, Good to Great. What makes something great? Not just good, but actually great. What is the element that separates something from mediocrity and the greatest success? Business owners have been searching for this answer for decades so that they too can find the holy grail of all leadership principles for companies. Knowing what separates a good company that is maybe in the middle of its industry from a great company that holds a monopoly over its industry is not just a simple answer. It is a combination of leadership, a willingness to succeed, and a certain aspect of risk-taking that when combined create the perfect cocktail that enables success to happen. Success is not simply a willingness to work hard and persist. As much as it is told that success is simply hard work, in reality it is a combination of multiple things. To be able to achieve the greatness some people strive after, find what you're passionate about, what you can be the absolute best at, and what drives you. The author, who has spent many years researching this topic and appears to be an expert, says that without one of these parts, the company cannot reach the same level of success. Passion is what drives the leader to sacrifice what is necessary to rework the company and risk everything to make it great. This passion is not simply something you enjoy doing, but something that you cannot survive without, something that completes you as a leader. Doing what you can be the absolute best at enables you an advantage over people who can only achieve half of what you can. If you can be mediocre at one job but have extraordinary natural talent for another, you have a much greater chance of success with the latter. But I believe a job that you're passionate about may only be mediocre at, may be just as successful as a job that you have no passion for but great natural talent based off of the principles that are in these books. One cannot work without the other. Everything is connected, and when everything is in balance, it is almost as if magic happens. These are the great companies. Behind every great company is a great leader. These leaders are very rare and would do anything to make their company successful, even if it would include firing a very close friend or alienating a coworker for the greater whole of the company. These leaders are not just in it for their own success or financial gain, they truly want the company to succeed. Identifying leaders like these is generally a hard process as it requires a certain aspect of psychology. People's minds can be pretty confusing. Is the CEO opening a new branch in Florida because it's introducing a new market, or is it because they found a really good deal on a beachfront condo? There are some telltale signs of leaders, however. Their companies are set up to succeed without them. If a company experiences great growth and great success under a certain leader but stagnates or shrinks under another leader, there are two possible causes. Either the current leader is not one suited for the company, or the last leader set up the company for their own fame and success, and were afraid of letting their successor be greater than they were. A great amount of personal humility is needed to avoid this. This is like Maxwell's law of empowerment, and how giving other people power empowers you. Humans by nature are selfish, and after contributing so much to a company, it is understandable to be better over your successor building off of your successes. People who will not let others carry on their successes have good companies. People who care about the company more than their own legacy have great companies. People are what make up a company. Having good people in a company gives you a good company. Same goes with great people. One of the first steps these leaders must do to get the mediocre people out or replace them with the best, no matter the cost. The best people may not be people that are best in the field, but their values will match up with those of the company. Their skill set is just as important as their values. Creating an environment of similar-minded people creates an energetic atmosphere where innovation, creativity, and change can happen. These are Covey's laws of synergy as well. And for any great company, these things are its lifeline. Without change or innovation, these companies will fall behind and be replaced by newer, more advanced companies who can do the exact same thing for much less. Creating this environment may make the company face many brutal facts and rude awakenings as you face the problems that plague your company. If workers are disgruntled by the vast differences in wages between the CEOs and average workers, harsh pay cuts may take place. Fancy corner offices may be replaced by more humble ones. Facing the brutal facts of what is wrong with your company and fixing it, no matter how painful, is the only thing that will lead to the growth you want. Many leaders cannot face these facts and refuse to face problems the company has. Sometimes these problems say that the company has no future unless they take a massive risk and change their entire focus. For many leaders, this can come at a great financial or personal cost, but people who are dedicated to making their company great are willing to make these sacrifices to succeed. Behind every great company, there was always some form of technology that made it get there. We live in an age of technology, and a company that doesn't take advantage of it won't even be a good company. Becoming a great company will be a very distant dream. Using this technology, however, is not a simple ticket to success. It is using technology right that is the key. Investing in the newest and fanciest inventions isn't going to do anything for your company that provides no benefit. However, investing in technology that will give you an edge over your competitors or that will make your business model more efficient is what will. New companies using new technologies in new ways tend to have a quick skyrocketing effect towards the top of the market, but they never tend to stay there. Why? The great companies will find a way to use the technology better and make it so that it will stay true to their business model and integrate it for lasting success. Using this technology to make your company great isn't so much about the technology itself. It's similar to the idea that came from the fable about the tortoise and the hare. The hare sped up and went to the top, but the tortoise did it right the first time and won the race. The same applies to business and, more importantly, leadership. Doing the things right the first time is much better for you and your followers than going back and retracing your steps. You gain greater trust and greater respect, plus it makes for a much better company. One of the main problems in work environments today is a lack of a culture that encourages freedom but still holds people responsible. In environments such as these, people are allowed to be creative and express themselves without feeling stifled by upper management. These sorts of environments are ideal as they encourage great amounts of teamwork and innovative ideas that can be shared without feeling as if people are standing over your shoulder. This work environment creates a balance between responsibility and freedom. An imbalance between the two can either lead to chaos and lazy workers or a lack of creativity and innovation. When a balance is met, though, the company can run itself without a powerful leader, as people are self-motivated. This balance is hard to find, which explains why so many people dread going to work, but it's integral for any long-lasting company that wishes to be great. An interview with a top-level executive at a crop protection company spoke of the system of working environments and how it works. People tend to branch out into other areas with more freedom, and this can give the company more solutions for them to explore. With more solutions to problems, the higher chance it will be that one of them will lead to better success. Giving people enough creativity to have their own ideas and not be buried in paperwork while still making sure they are held responsible for their actions creates an environment best suited for success. After setting into motion everything that is needed to create a great company, there is one final step to make it great: create momentum. Having a strong sense of what you're trying to achieve as a company, what you specialize in, and how you'll become great is absolutely necessary to motivate workers to continue to stay with you. Earlier, it was mentioned that getting the best people on board with you was key to your success. Now, by clearing up what your company does and how you will get there, you can keep them on board by providing a purpose. People without purpose are not willing to go to the same lengths as people who will. And becoming great has a lot to do with sacrifice. Continuously building on previous successes and building more and more momentum enables you to make larger and larger breakthroughs with less effort than previously imagined. This momentum is what makes a company grow, not economically, but what makes their workers grow too, as they become part of the company itself, with everyone being necessary in the entire process. After becoming a great company, the journey isn't over. Setting a goal to simply setting up a great company is not going to make it one. After years of work and growth, stopping what made you successful or refusing to learn from your mistakes is simply a case of arrogance and will make you lose all of your process. The world is not a stationary place. It is constantly moving forward. Success is like a race. To succeed, you cannot just run fast. You must run faster and stronger than other people, and once you are in the lead, looking back can cost you the race. Focusing on what make the principles that make you great can make you last a lifetime and be eternal. In conclusion, I believe these principles, ones that state how to turn a good company into a great company, can also be applied to personal endeavors. You don't have to be a CEO of a Fortune 500 company to use these principles. Instilling clear purpose and giving people the perfect balance of freedom and responsibility can be applied to all aspects of your life, such as when you are leading small groups. These principles can not only turn your business from good to great, but can turn you, as a leader, from good to great. That's why these principles can be very useful, and I believe that the author's thesis can be proven, especially considering many of his works are also present in other leadership books.